I'm Gail Saunders. I'm here with Stephen O'Reilly. We're skinnypost.com. Big news today. New York, aka East Rutherford, New Jersey, has been awarded the Super Bowl for 2014. Stephen O'Reilly, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's ironic. The NFL is always kind of geared teams and offenses and rules towards scoring and towards exciting games with a lot of points and aerial attacks. And usually in the Super Bowl they like to showcase their high talent, high profile players. And typically they like to do it in stadiums that are in the 50-degree rule or in a dome where there's a controlled environment. So typically you find the Super Bowl in Florida and California and places like that, Pasadena. So it's interesting to see that they're actually going to throw caution into the wind and face the weather that New York may offer in February. So it'll be interesting. You can't say it's not fair. Both teams are going to play in it. So it's ironic, but it is what it is. Either way, the game will go on.
You gotta look forward to eating a hot dog in 20-degree weather. I mean, that's gotta excite a lot of people. But I think it's big news for New York City, in New Jersey as a whole. It's gonna bring a lot of money into the city. It's gonna a city that's already booming anyway. It's just gonna be a huge party for the Super Bowl all across the city. So it's exciting, man. And speaking of New York City, me and O'Reilly are sitting here talking about which team is the team of New York at this moment. And Steve O, you took Giants as your stance.
Well, for the sake of argument, I went with the New York Football Giants. I just think right now, at this time, if I'm going to posture that argument, they've won the Super Bowl in the most recent. Tom Coughlin and a lot of the guys still on that team have Super Bowl rings. They have a Lombardi Trophy. They beat a team that was 18-0. And they've done some things over the last season. They didn't do so hot, and obviously the Jets got to the championship game, so they're kind of riding that wave. But in the bigger picture, the Giants are always a team that's in it. They've been in a position to win the NFC East. They've made the playoffs. They've gone far in the postseason and won a Super Bowl. And let's be honest. I mean, there's teams in the NFL that have never won a Super Bowl in the history of their entire organization. They've never won a Super Bowl. So to do it within the last couple years, to win 7 national championships overall and 3 since the Super Bowl was taken that's huge. So the Giants definitely have the history on their side, and they also have recent history on their side.
Well, New York City is a what have you done for me lately type of city. And just being in New York City every day, New Yorkers cannot stand a loser. And if you are not winning, they will jump off the bandwagon very fast. And with the recent success of the Jets, and I think the big thing is Rex Ryan, his swagger, what he did, on his introduction speech. It says, the Jets are coming, and we're gonna bring it to you. And he definitely did that in his first year. Not many people thought that the Jets would be in the game that they were in at the end of the season. I mean, they were playing a game right before the Super Bowl. They went in, they beat a team like San Diego Chargers, and then come back the next week and beat the Ravens. Who's laughing now? I mean, that's something exciting. And who can forget the new team that's going to be on HBO series Hard Knocks is the New York Jets. I think it's a great opportunity. It's for the Jets organization. I mean, I'm excited. I'm not even a Jets fan.
Hey, you can have the buzz, and I'll take the bling. At the end of the day, I think 31 other teams would agree. It's all about that ring, baby.
Hey, but the argument is who is a team of New York City right now, and that is the New York Jets, man.
And when you're the king, you got to be knocked off your crown, right?
All right.
So until the Jets win a ring, they're not the king. The last team to win a Super Bowl in New York is the Giants. The
All right.
G-Men have a much more historic history. Come on, man. They brought Y.A. Tittle.
Hey, Joe Namath.
Lawrence Taylor.
Joe Namath. What QB could rock a fur?
Hey, you got
Get away
swag
with it.
there. You got swag out the roof when you wear a fur coat in
That's what I'm
Florida.
saying. The New York Jets haven't had that much swagger since Joe Namath in that fur. Right now, Rex Ryan has more quotables than Nas right now in New York City. It's a big thing.
Hey, I hear you. I have to agree. I think the Jets have the wave of momentum in their favor. But at the same time, they haven't done anything yet. And, until you actually do it, what have you done? Nothing but hype. So you got to get off the hype machine. And you got to look at the rings, man. You got to look at the trophies.
Hey, but right now they're on a build up to get a ring. I mean, for your any coach, for a first year for any coach, that is a successful season for a first. I mean, everybody wants to win a Super Bowl, granted, but
That's the
for a first year,
purpose.
he did well. He did well.
He did do well, but the purpose is to win a ring. The purpose is to have your picture taken and put that trophy right in the middle of your gap smile like Michael Strahan did and get that Kodak moment. And that's the Giants. That's the G-Men. So, hey, it's super when it's all about the G-Men.
Well, you're going to go with the Giants. I'm going to go with the Jets here. That's Stephen O'Reilly. I'm Gail Saunders, and we're giving you the skinny 24/7.
Peace.